teeny tea.
The skinny tea.
I chose to try the teeny skinny tea.
This tea, especially the colon tea in the evening, that it makes you go to the bathroom.
Other people say it works, and I want to believe them.
Before every wellness brand was selling gut health, Instagram had skinny tea. It came in cute packaging. It showed up in bright kitchens. Influencers held it like it was part of a peaceful morning routine. The captions promised detox, debloat, reset, and a flatter stomach. The vibe was soft wellness. The reality was often much less glamorous, because for many people, the transformation was not fat loss. It was a bathroom trip with better branding. That is the part that made skinny tea so bizarre. The marketing looked calm, feminine, and healthy, but the effect could be urgent, uncomfortable, and very un-Instagrammable. Somehow, a laxative effect got dressed in pastel packaging. Then it was sold as self-care, and millions of people watched it happen through discount codes and smiling influencers. The wildest part is that it worked because it did not look extreme. It did not look like a crash diet. It did not look like old-school diet pills. It looked like tea. That was the trick. But to understand why people bought it, we have to go back to the scroll. Picture Instagram in the 2000s. The lighting was bright, the kitchens were white, and every post had a promo code. Influencers were selling leggings, protein powders, waist trainers, hair vitamins, and skinny tea. There was a formula. Stand near the counter, hold the bag so the label shows, angle the body just enough. Smile like this is a normal part of breakfast. The caption did the rest. Feeling bloated? Need a reset? Want to feel lighter? Use my code. It was advertising, but it did not always register that way. It felt like advice from someone whose life looked more controlled than yours. That was the power of it. A woman might see the post at night after dinner. Her stomach feels full. Her jeans felt tight earlier. One photo from the evening is still bothering her. Maybe she is not looking for weight loss. Maybe she just wants tomorrow morning to feel less uncomfortable. Then the product appears. Not as punishment, not as medicine, as a cute little fix sitting in someone's kitchen. That mattered because tea already feels harmless. People drink it for comfort, sleep, stress, digestion, and routine. So when a brand-attached body promises to it, the pressure arrived quietly. It did not sound like shame. It sounded like self-care. That is how the sale started before anyone clicked the link. But the real magic was not the influencer, the kitchen, or the packaging. It was the word that made the whole fantasy sound clean. Detox was the perfect internet word. It sounded healthy, clean, and just medical enough to trust. That is why brands loved it. It could take normal body changes and make them feel suspicious. A full stomach after dinner, bloating before a period, a scale jump after salty food, a body that looked different at night than it did that morning. Suddenly, all of that sounded like something needed to be fixed. And once the problem was created, the product had a job. Feel bloated? Buy the tea. Stomach not flat? Try the reset. Ate more than planned? Start over tomorrow with a code from your favorite influencer. The message was simple, even when nobody said it out loud. Your body cannot be trusted, but this product can. And that is where the whole thing gets ridiculous. The liver already detoxes, the kidneys already filter, the gut was already doing its job. Nobody's organs were waiting for a pastel tea bag to clock in. Still, the word worked. It made the product sound cleaner than the effect it often caused. Because what happened next was not nearly as pretty as the caption. This is where the wellness routine starts looking a lot more like a bathroom plot twist. Some skinny teas contain senna. Senna is a plant, which helped it sound harmless. But senna is also a laxative. In simple terms, it makes the colon move. That can send someone to the bathroom. It can make the stomach feel flatter for a short time. It can make the scale drop for a moment. But that is not fat loss. That is the part the marketing needed people to miss. The tea was not melting fat. It was not scrubbing the body clean. It was often pushing out water and waste. Then the mirror got the credit. A woman might wake up lighter. Her jeans might feel different. Her stomach might look flatter for a few hours. So she thinks it worked. The brand gets a testimonial. The influencer gets paid. The company gets another sale. And the customer learns a very strange lesson. Empty can feel like progress. That is the whole scam in one sentence. A bathroom result got marketed as a beauty result. That does not mean laxatives are always bad. They have a real medical purpose when used correctly. The problem begins when that purpose gets sold as a daily glow-up. Using laxatives too often can cause real harm. People can lose too much water. Important minerals can drop. Those minerals help the heart, muscles, and nerves work properly. When they fall too low, someone can feel weak, dizzy, shaky, or sick. Cramping can happen. Bathroom trips can become urgent. Over time, the body can start depending on that outside push. That can make going normally harder. But none of that looked good in an Instagram caption. May cause urgent bathroom panic, does not sell like debloat. So the branding stayed pretty, the side effects stayed off camera, and then the government showed up with receipts. In 2020, the Federal Trade Commission announced a case involving Teami. Teami was a wellness company that sold teas and supplements. The FTC said Teami made weight loss and health claims without enough proof. The agency also challenged more than $15 million in sales. That number mattered because it showed how big the machine had become. This was not one random tea bag on one random feed. It was a massive influencer campaign wrapped in wellness language. The FTC also said some paid influencer posts were not clear enough. In some cases, people had to click more to see the disclosure. That tiny detail was huge. On Instagram, more can hide the truth below the fantasy. Viewers could see the body, the product, and the discount code first. The disclosure could come later, if they saw it at all. By then, the ad had already done the emotional work. The person had already imagined the result. She had already pictured the flatter stomach. She had already wondered if this might finally help. That is why the Teami case matters. It was not just about one company. It showed how influencer trust could turn a product into a lifestyle. A pretty post is not science. A discount code is not medical advice. A flat stomach online does not prove what a product does inside the body. But for a while, Instagram made that very easy to forget. Then the skinny tea era started losing its shine. The product did not vanish completely. It just learned how to change outfits. By the late 2000s, skinny tea started losing its shine. The pink packaging, promo codes, and angled stomachs became easier to spot. People began asking better questions. Were these posts honest? Were influencers clear about being paid? Could brands prove what they were promising? Public figures like Jamila Jamil called these products out openly. But the issue was bigger than one celebrity or one tea brand. The real problem was the insecurity underneath the sale. Women were being told their stomachs needed fixing. Normal digestion was being treated like failure. Body shame had become a shopping link. Eventually, Instagram had to respond. In 2019, reports said the platform would restrict some weight loss posts for minors. It also planned to remove certain posts with extreme claims tied to sales. That did not end the problem. It only proved the trend had become too obvious to ignore. So skinny tea changed its language. It moved from skinny to wellness, from weight loss to debloat, from punishment to reset. The packaging changed. The captions softened. The claims became more careful, but the promise stayed the same. A flatter stomach, a cleaner body, a smaller version of you. That is why this story still matters. The tea was only one version of the trick. The formula was much bigger. Skinny tea was not just a weird Instagram trend. It was diet culture learning a new accent. It stopped yelling, "Lose weight fast." It started whispering, "Support your wellness." That made it harder to question. Because who wants to argue with wellness? Who wants to question self-care? Who wants to admit that the pretty routine feels suspicious? But that was the genius of it. The product was never just tea, it was the feeling behind the tea. Drink something pretty, go to the bathroom. Wake up feeling closer to the body the internet rewards. That is an absurd sentence. It is also basically the business model. The influencer smiled. The caption said detox. The code made it feel personal. The bathroom did the work. Then the mirror sold the illusion. So yes, Instagram once convinced women that a laxative effect was a glow-up. It dressed urgency as wellness. It dressed emptiness as progress. It dressed body shame as a morning routine. And the most uncomfortable part is not that people believed it. The uncomfortable part is how easy it was to believe. Because the ad did not say, "Your body is wrong." It said, "You deserve to feel lighter." And sometimes that is how the worst message gets through.